guys. I love Southern California, but my roots are in Boston.
Good catch.
Yeah, nice catch here.
You caught it again. You guys saw the torque, right?
But it shows you the torque, right? So,
Adrian, Michael, thank you so much for showing us the beautiful bikes. Kevin?
oh yeah.
Any
Have
thoughts?
fun, my friend.
Any thoughts on the?
This guy give you a good rundown.
Adrian was
That's
amazing.
My partner, Adrian. Yeah.
Adrian, he makes me want to buy one even more.
Yeah.
So hopefully I'll have a GhostCat in my future. But how's the event been for you so far?
No, the event's great. You know, I don't think you can ask for a better event where you actually you're dealing with consumers, right? You know, trade shows are one thing where you're working the business network, which is really important. But I like working direct with the consumer, and we're a direct-to-consumer brand for the most part. So to have an event like this where a consumer is really interested in buying an e-bike, and they're looking, you know, they're high-ticket items, right? This is a big purchase for someone, and they want to make sure that they're purchasing something that's, you know, good for them and their needs, right? And they can watch a lot of the YouTube videos and reviews, and that's one thing, but they want to get a feel for it for themselves. So I've spoken to a lot of people that have actually traveled from outside of Southern California because they know this event has all of the biggest brands, right?
Yeah.
So Southern California is the e-bike capital of the world, and people are coming to this particular Electrify event so they can test ride all the best brands that they might want to buy.
Yeah.
And they're going through each vendor and they're getting a taste, and you know, they're getting comfortable with their purchase. And we feel really comfortable with our product, right?
Absolutely.
We feel like we're delivering really, really good value for the price, where, like we've spoke before about this, keeping the bike under $2,000, I think is a critical price point, right?
Yeah, I was just about to mention, because you said something about high-priced toys, but I just saw the prices on the billboard, and that's not a very high price tag at all.
No, not at all.
Especially considering everybody that stopped by our booth, because the pink one drew them in,
Yeah.
and they came from here and they've already ridden one.
Yep.
Torque.
Yeah.
First thing out of their mouth, torque. That thing is a motorcycle, and they absolutely love it.
Yeah, and not just because, you know, we're under $2,000, but we want to keep that level of performance really, you know, up there, right?
Yeah.
With the higher performing, you know, more expensive bikes. And, you know, I originally got into this industry because I felt like there was a huge opportunity to provide a best value bike for, I wouldn't say affordable price, right, but a best value price, right? This is still a $2,000 item, and
Absolutely.
I consider that a big purchase for someone. But I feel like we're delivering a lot of value for that $2,000.
Yeah, I mean, you're delivering a bike that most people won't have to buy any replacement
Correct.
shocks, and that's usually the first thing people do. They want to get better tires, they want to get a better shock.
You nailed it.
This
So
thing is
this is a
perfect.
great bike out of the box, right? You know, this is a really fun bike that's going to give you that thrill and, you know, really high performance without having to modify it, right? And I think that means a lot. And I think that opens the market too, right? Your average consumer is not going to be doing modifications, right? They just want something out of the box, and they want it for a best value price, right? And that's what we're after, right? And that's why we think that $2,000 price point is huge. So we're going to do our part to keep it that way, right?
So I think I know the answer to this next question, but what's your favorite thing about GhostCat?
GhostCat? Yeah, really working with customers, right?
Okay.
I feel like we're a consumer-facing brand, and I feel like we're here to disrupt the industry, right? You know, we run lean, right? And we pass on that cost savings to our customer, right?
Small and scrappy. I
That's
love that.
right, and we're going to stay that way, right? Because that's the way. We're going to be a consumer-facing brand to make sure that we could sell a lot of these GhostCats, and that price point is going to open this thing up. There's a lot of people that aren't driving e-bikes, right? And what gets me excited is we're just in the beginning stages of this. Southern California is developed, for sure, but the rest of the country is probably 5 years behind, you know, Southern California when it comes to e-bikes. And what gets me excited, we have a Facebook page for all the owners.
Yeah.
Seeing all the stories, right, the experiences that are coming in about GhostCat, and it's really telling what's going across the country. We had a mother buy a GhostCat for her son. He was in North Carolina. He was the first kid to drive an e-bike to school, okay? Now, take that from Southern California, right? My kid goes to school. There's hundreds of e-bikes,
So now
right?
he's the most popular kid in school now.
Yeah, but it just shows that we're just in the beginning stages of this trend, right?
Yeah.
And this industry growing. So
And that's
it's
awesome, because now that's a mom that's saving time and gas.
Yeah, for sure.
And her kids getting to school, having fun.
But it shows you the market is wide open here. There's so many people that are not driving e-bikes, right? I spent a little time in Florida too, and they got a lot of master plan communities, and they're driving electric golf carts, right? And the kids are driving electric golf carts, and you say to yourself, yeah, it'd be cool if you're driving a GhostCat, right? And I think that market's huge.
So what's the most common praise you've heard from visitors after they come back from their ride?
The torque,
Yeah.
right? It is the torque and the suspension, right? And it's the lightweight bike, right? It's those three things. It's a lightweight bike that makes it very easy to maneuver. It's not heavy. It's the torque and it's the suspension. And they love the price, right?
I love GhostCat, everything you guys do, listening to feedback from your customers and turning that into refinement for your product. Like, people people love that. That's what people want from an e-bike company, because
Yeah.
nobody wants to purchase something and then worry that a few years from now, like, there's no support because that company is no longer around.
Yeah, you know, and we do listen to customer feedback, right? So we've been around for a year. We had an F1 version, right? And it, you know, it didn't sell well, I'll be honest with you, right? And we listened to customer feedback and we figured out what customers wanted, right? Not what we think customers want. We figured out what customers want.
Now
and they'll tell you,
on this.
when they're not buying your bike, they're sending a message, right?
Yeah.
So we went back to the drawing board and really just revamped this entire bike. And the demand is there now because we built people what they want, right? And customer service is a huge aspect of this, right? Just answering the phone, customers love that personal attention, right? And we're actually starting a different division too, which is the e-bike surgeon. And that just goes hand in hand with customer service, right? We want to make sure we can deliver customer service at a very high level, and having a service division is a big part of that.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that you're growing so fast is a testament to the quality of the bikes, because in this industry, like, you don't really see commercials on TV, so word of mouth is huge.
Sure.
And the fact that you're growing, it says a lot, because your customers are selling your product to their friends and their family, because the first time they see it or ride it, they want one, and then the snowball gets bigger.
Yeah, no, you nailed it there, right? Our first bike was, it was a nice bike. It was okay, right? But it was kind of mediocre with the pack. But this bike, this is a bike that people want to talk about, right? You have to have a bike people want to tell everybody about. Yeah. And that's what this version is. They just spread the word. And they're the best advertising, right? So.
Absolutely. And you guys are based out of where?
San Clemente.
Okay, and I think I detect the Boston accent.
Yeah, my roots are from Boston, right? I've been in Southern California for 8 years. I love Southern California, but my roots are in Boston.
Good catch.
Yeah, nice catch here.
Oh, you caught it again.
That's the handle. It's the full twist throttle.
You know what? If it was heavier, he would have sent that thing flying, but it's a GhostCat.
That's the torque, right? Yeah. So, you know, our bike, you know, it is a pro version.
That was very spontaneous and impromptu, but it was kind of a good...
yeah, he caught it, right?
Yeah, he caught it, but you guys saw the torque, right?
But it shows you the torque, right? So
Kevin, I love everything you guys are doing. I appreciate you guys bringing your bikes to the expo, lending us some of your bikes for our racks. And what did you think of the Motow?
Oh, I think it's great, right? You know, I've been looking for a rack that is compatible with the GhostCat.
2 GhostCats.
Yeah, we haven't had a lot of experience with bike racks and figuring that out yet. So it was nice to go over there to your booth, you know, try the Motow out with the GhostCat. Very easy to put on, right? You got a couple different options, and I think it's going to be really compatible for GhostCat. And now I feel confident recommending the bike rack for our customers. Yeah. There's a lot of complementary products that you need to surround yourself to provide that full service, right? You know, customers want to know about racks, they want to know about helmets. So, you know, partnering up with everybody in this industry and have really good partners means a lot.
Yeah, and I'm sure you have a lot of customers with RVs that go around the country, and the rack is perfect paired with our hitch lift.
Yeah.
So they can lower it all the way down.
I would
load
agree.
the bikes up comfortably and just raise it back up.
That market is wide open too, that RV market. We get so many people that want a GhostCat for the campsites, right? Where they're doing a lot of off-roading, right? But they want something that's light, right? That they can transport. And a combination between the GhostCat being light, but then a rack like you have too, you know, it's a good, you know, it's a good combo together. And to have that motor too, that's a nice option too, right? So we think that's going to be a great product that we're willing to push too.
So I look forward to seeing GhostCats on Motow racks in some of your future reels. And again, thank you for your time, man. I really, really appreciate it. I'll let you get back to it because you guys are winding down now.
Yeah, absolutely.
And thanks again, man.
Thank you.
You guys rock. Appreciate it. Wow, Adrian and Kevin were super nice. They make the most badass bike here. I look forward to seeing these things on some Motow racks. And drop a comment down below and let us know what you think about Motow and GhostCat.